Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a mukbang, so yep, I'm doing a keto mukbang for you guys. So yeah, I just figured, hey, I haven't done one for a while. I'm here by myself and I'm about to start my most favorite movie. I love The Wizard of Oz. It is my most favorite. If you guys seen my video on my collection, then you'll know how much I adore and love The Wizard of Oz and Dorothy. And I know so much about the movie. I know so much about Dorothy. It's sad what happened to her in her life. The Wizard of Oz kind of was what kind of started the bad in her life because they were starting to give her uppers and downers during that so that she could be awake and alert to do the movie and have time to do her schoolwork and everything, and then be able to slow down at night, get some sleep. They were giving her sleeping pills. And I guess while on set, she just, they had her on a diet. So she only ate once a day and she was smoking cigarettes. That was her diet, and doing pills to wake up and go to sleep. So it was really sad that it was this movie that really kind of started her in the drugs, the uppers and downers and stuff, and that's what she continued to do throughout her career. But anyways, it is my most favorite movie. I love it. And my mukbang here is scrambled eggs, sausage, I couldn't think of it, green onion, and broccoli. And then I just put a little bit of a dollop or two of sour cream. And then I am having some diet root beer. So yeah, just figured it's been a while since I've done one. So I figured I'd come in and you guys could be with me while I eat. So, anyways, I'm going to start my movie here. So you guys will hear it in the background. But yeah, it's my most favorite movie. I don't know if you guys know this, but they were going to take out the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow because they were taking a lot of different things out to shorten the movie because it would have been over 2 hours. And they were going to take that out because it ate up like 3 minutes of the movie. And one of the people producing the movie and stuff like that said, if you take it out, I'm walking off set. So, and I'm really glad they kept it in because she became famous for that song. Well, she became famous for this movie and her acting and all that, but that was something that carried on throughout her life, was that song. So, but yeah, I love Wizard of Oz. But yeah, this here wouldn't be very many carbs because there's no carbs in the sausage. I used 4 eggs, and the eggs, there's only 1 carb for every 2 eggs, so that would be 2 carbs there. And then I have a cup of broccoli, which would be 2 more, so that's 4 carbs. And then the onion would be 1 carb, so that's 5, and then the little bit of sour cream. So there's around 6 carbs here, so 6 or under. But it's important when you do keto to get your veggies and your greens. It's very important because we eat a higher fat diet. So to regulate your body, you want to make sure you get your veggies in there. And greens are the ones that they talk about. So, doesn't that look good? Just threw it together. Didn't know what to make for dinner tonight. Just threw something together really fast. It's so sad. They were always telling her that she was too fat and that she had to lose weight because her small little frame, she was only 4'11". So a little bit of weight on her showed. But back then it wasn't classy for a woman to be overweight. And so they were always trying to get her dieting and eating very little. And it was funny. They talked about her dress that she wore. She had a pocket on the side of it designed deep enough where she kept her cigarettes. And it's funny, back then she was 16. Back then girls did smoke. Girls and guys did smoke. It was a classy thing. They did smoke at that age. But yeah, she was doing it. They were having her do it as kind of her diet plan. Cigarettes, 1 meal a day, and then her drugs to wake her up and to put her to sleep. So it was really, really sad. You could tell at the end Dorothy just didn't look good, you know. Judy. You know, she was actually born, I don't know if you guys know this, her real name is Frances Gum, Gum, and they changed her name, or as she got older, she didn't like the name Gum, so she liked, the sisters were actors, and they all went as the Garland sisters, and then she just liked the name Judy, so it turned out Judy Garland. So, but her real name is Frances Gum. Um, Another story, I don't know if you guys know this. She wasn't even supposed to be born. Her mom and dad back in those days, they had two girls, and she got pregnant again, and they couldn't afford it. And the dad was saying, "I can't afford any more kids," and she was going to abort Judy, and they didn't want. I don't know if it was her husband or who didn't want to see her on a table with, like, you know, rusty tools and stuff. The way they did abortions back then, so they actually were driving down the road over bumpy roads to try to induce an abortion. So Judy Garland wasn't even supposed to be born either. I don't know if you guys know that story either. So I don't know. It's just sad, in the life she had. It was just sad to be putting you on drugs so young. You know, her mom started her pretty young on drugs, uppers and downers, so that she can act. And that was even before she did The Wizard of Oz. Shirley Temple was actually one that was supposed to be chosen to do Dorothy too. And I don't think Shirley Temple would have done as well. I love Shirley Temple, but Shirley Temple was too mature for her age. She was 10 years old and acted more mature at 10 than she did at 16 when Judy Garland did this part. So I just think Judy Garland did it perfectly, and I love it. So, yeah, I love this movie. I watch this movie at least twice a month, if not more. I love it. Ever since I was a little girl and it used to come out every year, I so looked forward to it. And, you know, as a child, to wait another whole year to see it again seemed like 20 years. Now, a year goes by and, like, it seems like a month. So, but, yeah, I just remember loving it and couldn't wait for it to come back on. And especially when she turned her foot and she showed that ruby slipper. Oh, here's the song. They almost pulled this out, people. It's one of my favorite parts of the movie. I'll turn it down now so we can keep talking, but oh, I love that part. I love it. And I just love how she went to this magical place thinking that she wanted to leave home, get away from everything because she felt like she wasn't appreciated, and how she figures out that there was no place like home. I think it's just amazing. So, but yeah, I just thought I would do a mukbang. Haven't done one for a while. Hope all you guys are doing well. Hope you had a nice Christmas and a nice New Year's. I'm enjoying my new year and new stuff on my channel. I've got a lot of stuff I'm going to be showing you guys this year. And I'm growing so fast. I just hit that 500 subscribers and did that giveaway. And now I'm over 530. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love all of you guys. You guys are all wonderful. I hope you're enjoying the variety that I send out to you. I try to have fun. Sorry, I have to have my glasses on so I can see the TV. I'll turn it a little bit just so you guys can see a little bit of the movie. Judy Garland's so beautiful. And now here comes the witch. Hope you guys could see a little bit of that. It is my most favorite movie. I would give anything to see the shoes she wore, a pair of the shoes she wore, and her dress. I would just love to see stuff like that. Just to have an artifact of it would be amazing. Can you imagine? Oh, I'd love to own a pair of those slippers. That part's funny. I'm going to do, I know I talked about it and you guys said you would like that. I am going to do a live mukbang. I just haven't done it yet, but I will, so that you guys can ask any questions and stuff you want. Just, I already got videos loaded for this week and I didn't want to add in too much on you guys, so, but I'm going to do a live one here pretty soon with something much better than this. Isn't that sad that she gets so upset about that little dog? That dog was so little. That dog couldn't hurt anybody. You know, they called it Toto, which was represented as a male dog, but the real name of that dog was actually Terry, and it was a female dog. Fun fact. Toto absolutely loved Dorothy. Toto followed her everywhere. Just absolutely loved her. But who couldn't love Dorothy? I'm getting so full. Oh, the amount of sausage I used too was about a third of the pack, one of those round packs that you get, like the Jimmy Dean sausage, like that. And I used about a third of it. So, yeah, I'm full. I'm trying to get the veggies in, though. The veggies are the most important part of this meal. I love this part. Well, being a Christian woman, I can't say it. Uh-oh. Wonder what she was going to say to her. I'm just so full. I can't finish up. It's only a couple bites, so that's okay. So. So, if I'm saying that right, I don't think I used, maybe I didn't use 4 eggs this time. I think I used 2 eggs. So it'd be 1 carb. The broccoli would have been 1 carb, so there's 2 carbs. The sour cream would have been 1 carb, or 2, so there's 4. And then the onion, and I didn't use a lot of onion. It wouldn't have even been 1, so around 4 to 5 carbs. So 4 to 5 carbs for that. It wasn't any more than 6 would have been the most, but I forgot I didn't use 4 eggs this time. And most of the time I do, but I didn't take everything that was in the pan either. But yeah, that's right. I only used 2 eggs because I had the broccoli and the sausage and everything in there, so I didn't want too much. I'd get too full. But I want to show you guys something. Sorry about that. I was getting a phone call. But anyways, I wanted to show you. I get these from Aldi's. They're the Carb Conscience Elevation Bars. And if you look on here, it says 3 net carb. This one here is a 2 net carb. Let's see if I get it right. 2 net carb. Now, we don't eat a lot of these on keto because a lot of the times you can't deduct all of it. But anyways, after I eat a meal like that, I like to have at least just a bite of one of these. And I don't do it every night, but tonight I want it. So I'm just going to show you. But one of my favorites is this caramel chocolate peanut butter nugget one. It tastes just like, I'm not kidding you, it tastes just like a Snickers bar. And then this other one here is like an almond joy. It's the coconut with the almond in it. Oh my gosh, so good, so good. And there's other flavors, but those are the ones I'm going to show you. But I just want a little piece, and this is how I do it when I'm craving something sweet. I take a little piece off, I wrap this up, and I put it away because I don't eat the whole bar, even though it's claiming it's only two net carb for it. I count it as a little more on keto, and I don't eat these all the time, but I'm telling you right now, these are amazing. And it's got the nuts and the caramel and everything. It's like you are actually eating a Snicker bar. So, now, you can eat the whole thing. Don't think you're thinking, oh my God, all you can take is a bite. You can eat the whole thing. But because I just had a dinner with like 4 carbs in it, I really don't want to do that. Even though that would only be considered 2, so the whole thing would be considered 6 carbs. Because I'm doing keto, on those, they really look at them as a little bit more carb than what it says for net, because we're doing keto, and keto has a hard time deducting all that alcohol, sugar. So I just like to do a bite or 2. But yes, you can eat a whole one, especially if you weren't eating anything else with it and you were just going to eat one. But oh my gosh, it is so good. It tastes just like a real candy bar. Yum. I keep getting people calling me. But anyways, so I will finish this up because I had a few people that were calling me. So I'm going to finish up this mukbang here and end it. But I love you guys. It was good to see you again. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Try out that meal I made. It was really good and just fun to throw it together. You can throw any veggies in there. You can actually throw all that stuff together, throw the eggs in it, put it in the oven, make yourself a quiche too. That's pretty good too. I just fried it up really quick in a pan. But yeah, eggs are really good on keto. First off, egg is a really good brain food. And, you know, they used to say years ago that eggs were bad for cholesterol. And so a lot of people said to eat the whites. Actually, the yellow is the most important, and it actually lowers your cholesterol. They've proven that. And actually, you can actually throw the white out and just eat the yellow. That's the best part for you. Of course, we eat it together. But the yellow is so good for you. They actually call it a brain food. It's really good for your brain. It helps you, concentrate more and just everything. So eat your eggs. They're very good for you, especially on keto. They are very good for you. And the more eggs, if you make it like a higher amount for the day, like 80% of your intake of food, if you're trying to lose a lot of belly fat, eggs is the answer right there. You do 80% of your diet, do it with eggs, and just that other 20% with like your veggies and stuff. Do that. Eat a lot of eggs, because you'll lose, if you're trying to get rid of that little bit more weight and it's all in the belly, that's how you get rid of it. You can even read about that. But anyways, we're at the tornado part. I gotta watch this part. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Take care, everyone, and God bless.